What's up, friends? Welcome to episode 77 of Next Gen Newsweek for the week of January. What is today? January 12th? Yeah, January 12th, 2021. No, 2022. Sorry, 2022. We'll get it right.
1222.
Yeah, we'll get it right. We'll get it right eventually. My name is Mitch, and joining me today we have Chase.
Hello.
I'm going in a different order. Steven.
Yo.
Michael.
Meow meow.
And the proud owner of an Xbox console, Richard.
Is that this Richard? You said proud owner, so
No. Yeah.
Is there somebody else on this podcast I didn't know about? Yeah, look, I bought some junk.
Oh wow!
Look at him. Look at this thing.
Look at it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you want to go ahead and just get this out of the way now? Because I know you want to roast Microsoft.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna roast it just for the sake of roasting it, because I don't like Microsoft. But
you should have an unboxing. Like, this is the most apathetic unboxing video ever.
that would have been good. I guess to their credit, it runs very quietly, as opposed to the controller, which runs very loudly. Should have brought it. It's in the living room. I mean, it's every single button is like a click or a clack. I mean, it's annoying as hell. It doesn't feel right. It feels very fat in my hands. There's a joke there somewhere. It's the Series S, so primarily it's supposed to be used for streaming. And the cloud streaming that I've done so far has been very, very unimpressive. And I know that's dependent a lot on network speeds, but I have streamed other games before via Stadia on my PC and was completely blown away at the quality of that. So I know my bandwidth from my ISP is not a factor. I don't know what is, but I was not very pleased at all with the cloud streaming on this console. I mean, the Game Pass Ultimate is, if you think about it as like a really great value and a really great deal, and it is, but when you really look at it and you look what's offered, you've got Halo, the whole Halo series, you got the whole Gears of War series, and then, now they've got Bethesda. But if they didn't have that, you're still stuck with that problem that Microsoft has always had, and there's just not a big draw for first-party content. What they have is just not good. It makes even greater sense now buying Bethesda. It was a smart dickhead move on their part, but, it's really a weakness of theirs. So, yeah, I think I said it in the group chat. I prefer the Nintendo Switch over the new Xbox. I mean, there's not a lot there. There really isn't.
Did you ever go play Forza?
I did. Now, graphically, that game is gorgeous. It is beautiful. There are times, I mean, it looks like reality. So, I'm not going to criticize it if it's not do something. My daughter was playing it, and there was at the opening, you get to play an assortment of vehicles, an assortment of different areas, and she was driving this sports car in this desert landscape, and it looked unreal. And then you drive into a sandstorm, and it was amazing. It really was. Yeah,
like, I hope that whether it's the Xbox exclusives, third parties, PlayStation exclusives, I want every game to look like, graphically wise, like, I want them to be as impressive as Forza. Like, even if the art style doesn't really match, like, I just want to be wowed by, like, the graphics of games again.
But maybe it's because they're just racing games, but I feel like not just this generation, but last generation, the one before that, like, racing games have always looked more realistic than any other game out there.
Yeah. And, like, you'll see, like, at E3 and stuff, they'll show off trailers for, like, sports games. And, like, wow, this looks really cool. And then you get the game in, and it doesn't look like that anymore. Like, it looks shitty.
E3? What's E3?
Yeah. Well, not any E3 anymore. But we'll get there. We'll get to that. Before we keep going, though, I want to just give everyone a chance to talk about what games they've been playing this week. Steven, Would you like to start with Loop Hero or anything else?
Yeah, I've been all over the place. Loop Hero has definitely been in the number one spot following Halo Infinite, Second Extinction, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Fortnite, Call of Duty. I've kind of been all over the place.
Hmm.
I even have a mobile game. I mentioned it in chat. It's called crap. I
Oh,
don't.
I've played crap.
it's called it's called Nova Island, and it's a card game. Um, the first thing that drew me in was the music. Like the music is phenomenal. It's music that should not be in a card game, but because of the art style, it fits perfectly. Um, Granted, the rules are pretty cut and dry, but there's also a lot of oversight and strategic value to it that I don't understand just yet. So I've taken more L's on that game than I've taken on any other game this year so far. So, um, but yeah, I mean, it's pleasing. The music is good to listen to. It's just something that you could play a couple of rounds on a 15-minute break at work, or you got a few minutes before you wind down to go to bed. You can play that game. It's amazing.
Nice. Chase, what have you been playing over your vacation?
Man, I have been real busy. Um, so I finished that Tyler Tasmanian Tiger game. I really liked the boss fights. They weren't like, everyone, like all the enemies were like bullet sponges or whatever. Like they were all like really cool mechanics to those bosses. The platinum was kind of grindy. I did knock it out though. And then I played a bunch of my backlog that was like digital games, most which were not noteworthy at all. Like they were just kind of like cheap little games. But I did play two that were like pretty good, which were, I'll mention those, which was Night Lights, which is like a little puzzle platformer game, which almost had like Metroidvania like elements. Um, and then I played Mind Maze, which I don't know if you played that Dots and Boxes game, but it's like that. And it's cheap. You can buy up to 8 players, and then there's like a lot of different like style maps you can choose from. And then I played Resident Evil Village finally.
Nice.
And yeah, I started out like loving the intro, like the storybook, and then like after that, I felt like I really wasn't gonna like it because like I was kind of like upset what happened at the beginning of the game, and everything's super dark and I can't see anything. I'm just like frustrated. I don't really know where I'm going. And then I was like, okay, well then the daylight comes, and then I got more invested into the story, and like I'm not like a big survival horror games, but like I gave I'm gonna give this game credit where it's due because it was really good. I love the puzzles, figuring out how to progress through the game. I did get stuck once later in the game, and I ended up just resetting my checkpoint and then figured out where I was going. But yeah, like even after I finished the game, I went through and like read all the concept art for like the director's notes for like what they had ideas for. They changed those concepts and then what they cut out of the game. But I overall I thought it was great. Like I was very very impressed with it. Then I played Dead Cells finally. Like I've had this on my radar for a while. I actually ordered a used copy from GameStop, and they sent me a sealed copy with a U sticker on it, and I was very happy with that.
It was used on the shelf.
No,
for
we
a
ran
while.
out of
Yeah.
views.
But it's like it is described as a Souls-light Roguevania with like a very dark and like humorous overtone. But yeah, overall it was great. It like a lot of your runs kind of depend on RNG because like everything's procedurally generated, or like all the drops are like random drops, so you have to choose between like certain things whenever you progress. Like there were like a really cool like aspects to it. Like there was like a combo weapon thing. So like one weapon is a sword, one weapon is a gun. You shoot the gun, and it tags enemies, and then based on how many tags the enemy has, it's like how much extra damage your sword does to that enemy, which is really cool. And there's also there was like a pair of sandals you can get to like kick enemies, and like yeah, but they don't do much damage. But if you're near a wall, like it does like crazy damage because it knocks them up against the wall, and it's like a critical hit. And actually, there's a new DLC that just came out for it, even though this game was released in 2017. So
There's like
still
4 or 5 DLCs
yeah,
out.
they've been
Impressive.
supporting it for a long time. So that's really impressive to see. Let's see. I moved on to Electric Super Joy 2. which is a brutally hard platformer within like brain smashing electronic music. So yeah, you start off by fighting Satan to steal his golden butt to make wishes. You have to help help your mom find a new lover, even if that lover has tentacles. And you have to fight Santa Claus.
What? Did I hear that right?
Gold butt.
His gold butt. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
But yeah, it's a very, very weird and unique game. Like every level feels really, really weird and unique, and I love that part about it. But if you're like into like really hard platformers like Super Meat Boy or like The End Is Nigh, then you will probably like this game.
What is this?
It's called Electric Super Joy 2.
Super Joy.
Well, there's two of them, but yeah, I just played the second one because I got a physical copy of it. And then I played Hot Wheels Unleashed finally, and
nice.
I was really impressed with this game. So far, like it's like I think this is the first racing game I've probably played since Mario Kart came out. So the game looks gorgeous. Like there's great lighting, great textures. There's so many customization options. Like the cars look like real toys, and all the cars like drops come in blind boxes. So if you do get like duplicates, you can sell them for upgrade parts, or you can buy more blind boxes. You can make your own customized paint jobs on cars, or you can download other ones that people made. Like I downloaded one that someone made like a Garfield cart.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's cool. But you can I know you can make custom tracks. I don't know if you can upload or download those. There is split screen racing, and there's also seasons in the game. Like right now, there's a Batman season going on, so you can get like customizable Batman things as well as like the cars. The Hot Wheels put out that were like the Batman themed cars. And then the next one starts in February, and those seasons are like $5, I think, which is not much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it really like the game itself. It looks like when you're a kid and you're dreaming about like building those like racetracks in your house that would like run through everything. That's what it feels like you're playing. And it's a lot of fun. The only thing I did complain about was like some like the text boxes it's like a yellow background with white text, and like it's kind of hard to read. And there's no way to go into the settings and change that. And I was like, that was like the only thing I have not liked about the game so far. Other than the music's kind of meh, but other than that, it's a lot of fun.
You can always just turn the music down and play some Rocket League music or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something.
It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
All right. What do you,
Michael?
I've been playing mainly just like Fortnite and Genshin Impact. Need to play through a couple of the story missions because they have like a new area and some new dungeons and stuff. New characters in the drop. I also bought Rune Factory 4 Special, which I don't know. I haven't really got to any of the gameplay, but it has some funny dialogue. And like early in the story, we run across not just a soldier, but a gangster soldier. And I'm really not sure what that entails so far, but he was really dumb.
Nice.
So I look forward to playing more of that.
Nice. Richard, what have you been playing? Is Richard frozen?
It looks like he's gone.
He is left.
He's going to go play. He's going to go play his Series S right now.
Well, while we wait for Richard to come back, I have been playing a lot more Mario Kart recently. Now that my girlfriend's finally found a game that she is wanting to just play constantly. So we actually went and beat... I never thought I'd never beaten Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but we went and we beat Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Or let me say, I rolled credits on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Because I'm pretty sure I've beaten that game like on the Wii U a long time ago.
Long time ago.
I know. It's been almost 10 years since the last Mario Kart game. Which we're going to talk more about Mario Kart later. But I made a goal for myself for this year that I'm going to play a lot more indie games, especially stuff that's on Game Pass. So I went and picked up Donut County on Game Pass. It took like 3 hours to beat it. Richard's back. or trying to come back.
Using
But-
the Xbox Connect.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey, it's weird. Like, I heard Michael go something about the first thing you come across is a soldier, and then he just stops. And like, I was just looking at his image, and I was like, all right, so this pause for dramatic effect, you know, is everybody else is frozen, and I was like, hello. Okay, I don't know what that was.
I looked over at you and I was like, I thought you were just playing Loop Hero or something because you were just like froze on your computer screen. Yeah.
No. Oh no.
Richard's like going at like 4 frames per second right now.
Yeah, you're real slow right now.
Are you sure your bandwidth can handle Xbox streaming?
Really? I mean, yeah. That's so weird. Well, no, I mean, that might be the problem. Maybe it's
Stop motion, Richard.
Internet
switch it real
Explorer.
quick.
Okay, well, while we figure that out, yeah, I don't know if you guys have played Donut County or heard of it. Pretty much there's this raccoon, and he, people are like, hey, you sell donuts? And he's like, yeah, I sell donuts. And they buy a donut, and instead of giving them a donut, he drops a sinkhole in their yard, and like the sinkhole just keeps getting bigger, and it just eats all their stuff, and you play as the sinkhole eating all of their shit. And in between like the levels, it cuts to like all the people that have been eaten by the sinkhole down like and what is it? It's the hollow earth, whatever that. There's like a word for it other than that. But they're talking about they're just picking on the raccoon.
Kong Kingdom.
Yeah, that. But they're like, you dumb raccoon, why'd you put all these sinkholes up? And he's like, oh, I just wanted to get this RC helicopter. And they're like, you're an idiot. And then it just keeps coming back to like, you're just the sinkhole and you're just swallowing more people's shit. It's pretty funny. It was definitely a good Game Pass indie game that took like 2 or 3 hours to beat. It was good.
Oh yeah.
If you need some type of imagery on how dumb this raccoon was, consider him Rigby's little brother from Adventure, from a regular show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And we started since so the plan was we were going to go to the mountains this weekend or past weekend, but since all the weather, we ended up going. So I just bought my girlfriend her own Xbox controller, and then we played It Takes Two for probably like 4 hours over the course of our vacation. It was fun.
Awesome.
So finally getting a chance to play that Game of the Year game. And I started streaming Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and actually giving it a chance and playing it with since I have somehow amassed popularity on TikTok. I streamed it on TikTok yesterday, and it's pretty fun. I let all the chat like name my Pokemon and stuff, and they were like helping me out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Richard, what have you been playing this week?
Loop Hero.
That's it. That's all he's been
That's
playing.
it. My wife's on vacation this week, so I've said in the past I limit what I play, but I've logged into ESO just to claim my daily rewards because there's 100,000 in gold coming up on one of those days. But other than that, yeah, just Loop Hero because why not?
Where are you at now?
Because why not?
I'm gonna say I'm probably between 60 and 70%.
I thought he was going to say hours.
No, it's weird because I'll be playing it, and then you basically go into planning mode when you hit spacebar. I'll do that, and then I'll go and I'll do something, and I'll be gone for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll come back and I'll pick it back up. So my time played is really off. It's like over 100 hours, but that's not accurate at all. I don't know. I'm in chapter 3. And they really do a number on you in chapter 1, making you think that the game's not so difficult. It's extremely difficult, especially, and it even tells you. I didn't pay attention to it, but the gradient at which the enemies level up each loop, like by chapter 3, they increase by like 5% every loop, which in like chapter 1 it's like negative 0.5 or something. I mean, it's something ridiculously low. So there's a huge jump in difficulty. Steven knows once you get to chapter 2, and then when you get to chapter 3, they just keep building on that. I can't imagine how it's going to be in chapter 4. But if you really don't utilize those cards, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of trial and error. and heartbreak. You put together what works for you, and you may have something that you're just stomping it, you're killing it through every single loop, and you get to like loop 9, and you come across like 4 rogues and a vampire, and
Falls apart.
it falls apart, and the problem with it is that you have to watch it happen, because you don't control your hero. You put him in the best possible situation that you can, and sometimes that's not good enough, so you just have to watch your failure play out in front of you, and I think that adds to the soul crushing when you have been defeated. Yeah, I know. They have to tell you every single time. You get like this big pop up, you only get to keep 30% of your stuff, and we're only going to give you the cheap shit. So,
Damn. Well,
We got one.
yeah, we got one. What?
A
What?
delivery.
Oh, cool. A DiGiorno delivery? What?
I hope so. That's my joke.
All right, let's get into an announcement. If you don't know if I talked about it last year, they're doing Awesome Games Done Quick right now.
done quick.
So they're raising money to help with cancer research and beating cancer and everything. It's happening I think through this Friday, maybe Saturday. And I pulled out just a couple of the ones that were happening today. Big ones. They're doing a Pokemon Crystal randomizer where it's going to randomize the key items in the game to make it more difficult. A Splatoon 2 campaign speedrun, and they're also currently having a bidding war over Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask 3D. But they're going to beat that game, whichever one it is, in under 40 minutes, which is going to be great. So, there's a lot more. I'll put a link in the description for the event if there's something else you want to see. I think they're doing a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog streams today, too. A bunch of Sonic games in there. Yesterday was like a bunch of Mega Man.
Those are done quick.
Games out this week. There's not a lot. Bunch of PC stuff. Monster Hunter Rise, which was a Switch exclusive, coming to PC yesterday. Or today, sorry. God of War 2018 comes out this Friday on PC. And then the Astroneer for the Switch tomorrow. I don't know anything about the Astroneer. Has anyone heard of that game?
I've heard of it.
Steam.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Isn't it like it's like a kid-friendly No Man's Sky, I think, or at least that's what it looks like to me. Yeah.
Michael is interested.
Thought I had it on
Also, apparently
I had it
on
on
Absolute.
Epic.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, on absolutely nobody's radar. The guys that make Darkest Dungeon has put out Darkest Dungeon 2 last week on PC. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing that was coming. So
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't remember anything about it, like coming out soon.
It's a weird sort of turn-based rogue light RPG dark dungeon thing. I have the board game version coming at some point. It was supposed to shift this past November, but some global pandemic apparently has played a factor in that, and I don't know when that's going to come. I'm hoping by the end of this year. But
they should have called it Darker-est Dungeon.
Darkerest. It's so weird because like I saw it on Steam, and it says Darkest Dungeon 2, and it is Darkest Dungeon 2, but like the title logo and everything just says Darkest Dungeon. There's no 2, not even. It's a different looking logo, but there's no. It just says the Darkest Dungeon again. Not again, but it just,
Like TOO?
No, not even. No, nothing. It just says the Darkest Dungeon.
Okay.
Huh.
And like I said, it's styled a little differently than the original logo, but there's nothing to indicate that it's a sequel or anything, aside from the fact that Steam calls it the Darkest Dungeon 2.
That is interesting.
Maybe they just never updated the artwork. I'll make one for
I don't know. It's so weird. I will. I may get it on Steam. I really enjoyed the first one. I have it on multiple platforms. And obviously, I got the board game coming, which I think it might have been more expensive than the Bloodborne one. So I mean, I'll check it out, but I've not seen anything about a console release yet. So I don't know.
More expensive. Wasn't that Bloodborne game like over $300?
Yes.
Oh, my God. All right.
Well, hey, hold on. To be
Okay.
fair, that cost was for the whole shebang, every expansion, everything. So that wasn't just like a core game for that much. That was for they called it the Blood Moon Pledge.
Interesting. All right, let's do some headlines. First one, this actually broke this morning. Nintendo dropped a new trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, showing off co-op, showing off a bunch of new abilities, showing off that it comes out in March. How's everybody feel about Kirby and the Forgotten Land? Are you excited? Gonna pick it up day one?
Maybe day one. There's a lot of stuff coming out around that time.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited for that game. Yeah.
Richard, you gonna get Kirby to play with your daughter?
I
by
put
yourself?
it in the forgotten land of my mind right after I read the headline. I am not a Kirby guy at all.
I'm not either,
He's
but it
he's
looks
in
awesome.
the same space as Sonic is. They're in the same little forgotten land in my mind.
Yikes.
It'll be forgotten there
Oh,
until
so
his
bad.
daughter's like, "Dad, I really want Kirby," and then he'll go, "Okay."
No, she did get a Kirby game. I can't remember which one it was.
Was it Star Allies?
It was a 3DS title.
Okay.
Planet Robo Bobo
And
Bop or whatever.
she
Canvas Curse?
played it. She played it for a good solid 3 days. So
Well, she probably
I don't
just beat
know
That sounds like me.
I mean, I don't know. She's wow. She's really into like, she's played the Xbox Series S more than I have, because you can play Roblox on the Series S. So that in itself has been, a time saver for me. So she's more of like the Minecraft, Roblox. She's really into games where you can create yourself.
Yeah.
And she doesn't spend a whole lot of time on games that are kind of, well, like Kirby. I mean, there's no your character set, the story set. It's a linear progression. She's more into explorative type things. So
Nice.
So just more information on this game. So the co-op mode is going to be couch co-op only. There's not an online option. Second player will always play as Bandana Waddle Dee, and the open world design of the game features a central hub, like most games in open world do, called Waddle Dee Town, and the town will develop the more and more you play the game, with new shops opening up and the ability to play games with the townsfolk. Yeah, lots of new
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may look at it.
It looks like and we've made the comparison before. It looks like The Last of Us, but with Kirby in it. Like it's like a,
Weird.
Does not look like that.
yes, it does.
I would totally play that.
Just like
game.
this
The Last of
grim
Us
adventure
Kirby.
with this little pink ball.
It is like it looks like an abandoned Earth with Kirby in it, and King Dedede's probably there somewhere.
The Last of Kirby.
The last, yeah. That's what Smash was. The whole world was destroyed, and Kirby's like, "I'm still here," and then Kirby had to save everyone. It's kind of, so Kirby and the Forgotten Land is actually just Smash Ultimate 2. just the same thing, yeah. All right, next headline: E3, which is always been kind of a big thing, and now it's slowly starting to fade because more people are just doing their own things. E3 2022 has canceled, or they're canceling the in-person event. No surprise to anyone, really, because of COVID. And but they have not confirmed if there's going to be a online event, which they should have done so by now, according to people who know more about it than I do. So it leaves it up in the air that E3 may actually just be gone for good.
No.
But I mean, there's part of me that's always like, man, I really want E3 to be around because I remember being a kid and watching E3 on like Spike TV or whatever the hell it came on, or G4. And it's like, yeah, I can't wait. And then, but now that I have access to high-speed internet, it's not really that big of a deal. And everyone's like, well, Nintendo Directs are cool. What if we just made our own Nintendo Direct? And then some people need to not do that, like Capcom, because last year they were like, oh yeah, we're having a 40-minute presentation. What are we going to show off? Resident Evil DLC coming soon. Thank you for wasting your time. Have a good one. And yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't know. How do y'all feel about E3 not being around? I'm not going to shed a tear over it personally.
I think it's an excuse. I think it's because it's poor turnout and not enough attention. Because everybody's doing their own thing. I don't think it has anything to do with COVID. Just for one word and one word only, Bonnaroo, which is happening from like June 8th to June 16th or something this year, with an incredible lineup.
Artists out. Yes, got some real hot artists in there.
You know, if this country can have Bonnaroo but can't have E3, oh come on.
Well, you have to look at it from this perspective, though. E3 is in California, and Bonnaroo is in Tennessee, where
with like I'm going to offend a lot of people, with a bunch of dirty hippie-like people. So, look, if you're going to get COVID anywhere, it's going to be at Bonnaroo before it's going to be at E3.
Yeah.
Not all dirty hippies go to Bonnaroo, but some do, I assume. I don't know. I don't like crowds, so I've never been. I will never go.
I was actually... my girlfriend's really big into concerts. We were looking just to see... I was just asking, hey, have you seen what the lineup is? And to us, it was very underwhelming because there's also one happening... at Hangout Fest in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I think it's either the week after or something. And the lineup there is much better. But I went to that area for vacation last year and to the Hangout because Alex was like, hey, let's go to the Hangout. This place is awesome. And that place was the opposite of awesome. And I can't imagine just having thousands of people showing up there. I mean, if she wanted to go, we'd do it, I guess. But it's just like, man, it was so stupid. I know we're getting off topic, but like the tickets were like $380 a piece to this thing. But they had a VIP package that was over $2,000 or close to it. And what do you get? A private pool to go swim in, and you get a golf cart for shuttling your fat ass around instead of walking. And it's like, that's over $1,500 more ish for a golf cart that you're not going to get to take home with you, and a private pool.
Fair.
Meanwhile, you got a whole ass ocean with millions upon millions of gallons of water you can go swim in, and it's free. I don't know. Anyway, get off topic, but anyway, yeah. To your point, I totally agree that the whole Bonnaroo thing. Like, if they can have Bonnaroo, they can have E3. But I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I'd be more interested if they do it all online, because the way that, I mean, for us, who either way, whether we're watching it on, it's always going to be online unless one day we're like, oh yeah, let's go to E3. But like for the people that have to go, or they want to go, whatever, it's like, okay, well, if you go to E3, they got the giant convention there, but they don't even do the press conferences there anymore. One, because Nintendo and Sony don't even do it. But Microsoft does theirs in the Microsoft Theater, which is not at E3. So you have to like shuttle yourself there and then shuttle yourself back. And it's like, it's not all under one building anymore like it used to be a long time ago. But it does suck because actually I was trying to get a video to put on the screen right now. So if editing Mitch does it, it'll be on the screen while I'm talking about it. But it's at E3, I think it's like 2015 or something, and it's this is the crazy shit that Nintendo used to do, like where they did like the Muppets for the Star Fox thing, or whenever Miyamoto came on stage with the Master Sword when they were showing Twilight Princess, and they can't do shit like that anymore. But like, or even for more recently, the Keanu Reeves "You're Breathtaking" thing. I think that was at like the last in-person E3. You don't get those moments anymore, I guess, because everything's all scripted and it's up, and but I don't know. Jeff Keighley will probably do some kind of thing like he did last year, and I think, if I remember correctly, his thing was more interesting than anything else that anyone else did, because they showed off like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Elden Ring, and there was another big game there. And everyone else was like, oh yeah, here's this stuff, but again, it's on our stage now. And it just wasn't as cool.
Right.
Right.
Speaking of Elden Ring, how about we talk about this leaked character creator? I didn't watch the whole video, but I'm sure maybe somebody did. But yeah, the character creator has leaked online for people can see all of the gorgeous stuff you can do with these weird characters and stuff. There was one of them that was like very cartoony looking, and I can't seem to find it now that I'm trying to look for it.
You better find it.
I know. But the only thing is that people are comparing it to how the graphics look in this leaked thing versus like Dark Souls 3 and stuff like that, and how it doesn't look. Does or doesn't look much better. Some of these screenshots are like, yeah, this looks better. Some of them are like, I don't know. Richard,
Yeah, it looked a lot better.
yeah. Okay, here's one. It looks a lot better. But Richard, did you look at this stuff for Elden Ring?
No, I didn't. I'm getting Elden Ring day one, so I don't want to.
That's fair.
Don't want to have any, kind of things like that. That's Elden Ring's getting chosen over Horizon and a bunch of stuff in the first of the year. So I gotta make sure my eyes stay pure.
Well,
Plus, I'm a little scared because the last time I did look at something referring to Elden Ring, it was a dude on a horse flying up in the air, and that just like completely killed my arousal. So
no.
I don't want to see anything
That
else.
always kills my arousal in the bedroom too.
I don't like to see horses that can jump high into the air. That just kind of, I was like, what, man? I'm gonna blame George R.R. Martin for that because I've not seen any stupid ass shit like that in any Dark Souls game.
I don't know why. I just envisioned like this, like Bethesda style, like the horse just floats up, like all limbs are
Yes,
straight.
because you see that type of thing and it's always glitchy. And here they've done it on purpose, and it's like, why? Isn't there something else more cool you could do? Like, what if like you and the horse like vaporize and like reappear in the heavens or wherever the hell they're going that's up in the sky?
Because
Why is
Nintendo
it just gotta,
Romantic
like,
relationship.
Nintendo patented that in Breath of the Wild 2. They can't do it.
God. Let's not start talking about patents.
Oh my god.
I'll start throwing rocks. Oh, hey, I forgot. I can't say that.
What, throw
Can't
rocks?
say rock.
Can't say rocks.
Oh,
Sam and Dan Hauser will be knocking on your door.
damn it. Oh, someone's. I hear my doorbell going off now.
Yep, there we go. That's it, man. It's the Hauser brothers. Somebody say rock on your podcast? You owe us money.
They just ripped my hard drive out of my computer. Just, this is mine until you pay for it. Like, oh, thanks. I wonder if they had to figure out a plan how they were going to fight Dwayne Johnson. Like,
Yeah, see?
we're gonna have
He's
to.
gotta go. He has to go away.
We're gonna have to fight this man to take his nickname away. Like, oh God.
I don't even remember what
That'd be a very
started that.
one-sided fight.
There was something. It was something with Tencent.
A game
I think.
title or something like that. A game title or something that they were upset about.
It was. Oh yeah, because it was Take Two, right? It takes two.
And Take Two, yeah. Here I am picking on Rockstar when it's Take. Well, that's the mother company or father company or whatever term they use now.
Well, speaking of Take Two, good
Daddy
segue.
company.
Take Two just bought Zynga. That thing that makes mobile games like Farmville and stuff. They just acquired them for. They acquired them for $13 billion with a B dollars.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there that much money? Is there people still putting money into Farmville?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They own a
Really?
lot of games. So
My sisters
owns
had
a lot
it.
of games.
My sister's had it since day one, and I decided to just call her and ask her, what does your transaction history look like on that? And she spent well over $1,000 on this game.
Wow.
I mean, she can afford it, of course, but still, $1,000.
Well, I mean, but this is like over the course. It's the beginning, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for it to finally evolve into. I mean, they're doing meta, so I want the Facebook place to just like be its own pop out, whatever they call them, storefront like Epic or Steam, and then you have Facebook gaming
Well,
or meta gaming.
Ugh.
We're all going to be playing Farmville on our Xboxes and PS5s.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a couple of their biggest games: Farmville, Words with Friends, which I've never put money into, but I used to wear that game out. And then they've recently done stuff like they've been making games for the Switch. They have Star Wars Hunters coming for the Switch sometime later this year. So they are making console-ish games too, but they're mostly mobile-based. And I saw something, it's not in this Game Informer article I'm referencing here, but they have discussed wanting to take some of like Rockstar's bigger IPs and make them into mobile games, so we're not too far off from like a Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, maybe a Bully style mobile games. Yeah. So it'll happen, but there's stuff like how they engross the money for that. Like they did stuff with like selling stocks and trading stocks, and that's how they paid for most of it. But I mean, it's going to be kind of like when Xbox bought Bethesda, and like I think a week later there was an article that came out that said they already had made back all of the money that they had purchased Bethesda with like a week or two later.
Damn.
So I imagine it'll be something similar to this too. Whenever that happens. But yeah, this is literally double the price that Xbox bought Bethesda for, and they bought a mobile game.
Yeah, damn. Take-Two should have bought Bethesda.
Yeah. I'm surprised that like Take-Two or Tencent, maybe Tencent would be a better one. I'm surprised they haven't tried to drop their own game console with as many IPs as they own. If they decided to make a game console and take everything they have and make it exclusive, I mean, you kind of have to at that point, or just play it all on PC. They could really do that. And our last bit of news, there was a thing that came out about this game I'm really excited for. It's called Dying Light 2. We've talked about it before. And
a minor game.
Yeah, and originally there was an article that came out that said that Dying Light 2 is going to take 500 hours to beat the entire game. And then they had to backtrack and so, okay, wait, hold up. No, we misspoke. And Dying Light 2 is going to take 20 hours to beat the entire campaign, 80 hours to complete it and get all the do all the side quests and the main story, but will take 500 hours if you wanted to get every single ending, every dialogue option, every collectible, main story, side quests, everything you could do in the game. It will take 500 hours. So it's a lot better than saying, okay, yeah, it's going to take 500 hours to beat this campaign or whatever, which I think everyone was kind of scared about.
So better be scared.
It's zombies. You got to be scared about them. About it is that I don't think. Am I the only one here that's getting this day one? With this,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Just you.
Even if it was 500 hours, I probably would put 500 hours in it. That's a lie. I probably wouldn't. I thought I'd put a lot more hours into like Breath of the Wild, but the only game I've ever put over 500 hours into is Smash. So I don't know if I could do that for a zombie RPG. But I mean, I might. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do it.
I've put over 500 hours in Terraria.
Really?
Nice.
Have anyone put more than 300 hours into a game before, other than Terraria?
I think I have like over it's like I'll have to check my numbers when I get back on my PlayStation, but I know I have over 1,000 hours into Destiny 2.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of a cheapy one. It was I think the original Diamond and Pearl. There's a cheat for putting your Pokemon in the daycare, and then putting your Pokemon like a bunch of eggs in your party, and then using the there was like a little bitty mini map where you like it spins and you just have your controller like rubber band one direction, so you keep on running into the spinny thing. It goes back over and over and over. So I've maxed out the timer on Pokemon Diamond.
I did that on Ruby as well. It's like this sand slide in the desert area, and you'll put a
Yeah,
Pokemon in there, and I just put a weight on my SP on the up button, and I go to sleep and
that's right,
wake
man.
up with a jacked Pokemon. Yeah.
So for comparison's sake, I got this pulled up from howlongtobeat.com. So again, the main story for Dying Light 2 is 20 hours. The main plus extra is 80, and the completionist is 500. For The Witcher 3, it's 51 and a half hours to do the main story, 103 for the mains and extras, and then only 173 hours. So I think the completionist one is kind of bonkers, but compared to stuff like with The Witcher and Cyberpunk and Red Dead Redemption 2, let's see if there's some other ones in here too that were kind of like.
What about like Skyrim? Like all those side missions, assuming you don't hit any glitches.
So, the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which I think it's got everything broken down by DLC and everything, but the main game is 34 hours main story, 108 hours main plus extra, and 232 hours for completionist. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna take a lot to get all the stuff in it, but you know, think of it this way: like if Skyrim had multiple endings, like where you had to like it was decision based, it may be. I've never actually beaten Skyrim, so if I'm wrong, correct me. But if it's like, you know, okay, if you do this and it closes off this entire story path, so at some point you're gonna have to come back and do a decision differently, and there's hundreds of these types of options. I imagine that the story mode could get way out there if you tried to get every single dialogue option for stuff like that. Which is kind of like what this is. Like, they showed it like in the first trailer. It's like, okay, I could give the poor people water, but it's going to cause this to happen. Or I don't give them water and I get access to this. And it's like there's just hundreds of little options like that. So if you wanted to do everything in the game, it's going to take a long time to do it. But yeah, I'm excited. It comes out in about 3 or 4 weeks now. So we're getting pretty close to... Oh, I'm getting pretty close, I guess, to getting to play this game.
It's Elden Ring, too, isn't it? About, 3 or 4 weeks?
Elden Ring is the last week of February, right?
Okay. It was
So,
22nd? Is
20... I'm going to look it up.
22nd or 26th or something like that?
February 25th.
25th. Okay, I was completely
So,
wrong.
Horizon
Legends comes out later this month, right?
Yeah, Pokemon Legends is the 28th of this month, which originally Elden Ring was going to come out on the same day as Pokemon, so before it got pushed back. And then, so yeah, Pokemon on the 28th this month, Dying Light on the 4th, Horizon Forbidden West on the 14th, and then Elden Ring on the 25th. So, everybody get your wallets ready. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. And for our discussion topic for this week, there was a big news or gaming news analyst or industry analyst giving out his predictions, like the groundhog predicting its the weather based off of its shadow, about Mario Kart 9 being in active development and is coming out soon, in air quotes, with the teaser for it coming out this year. But it said the big important thing is that it's Mario Kart 9 with a twist. So I just wanted to give everyone a chance to see maybe what you think the next twist for Mario Kart is going to be.
Everyone is here.
Yep. Super Nintendo Kart. Let's go.
I mean, that's where they're at. They already have like Isabelle Villager, Zelda, and all the skins from any amiibo, so you're like, might as well.
But if it's not based about the characters and it's like a gameplay mechanic, because they had like the zero gravity, then they originally had the paragliders, they've done the motorcycles, they had double dash. Any thoughts about where Mario Kart could go next?
You have to actually leave your cart, do some shit, and come back.
Just for fighting people.
It's like GTA.
Someone brought
Hit
up.
each other, you pull off to the side and punch people. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody brought up maybe having to pull off and go to like a pit crew kind of thing if your cars get
what I was
damaged.
thinking of. Maybe they'll two-part the stages to where you have to interchange things instead of it like being a automatic thing. You have to kind of plan accordingly and put different wheels on or shock absorbers or skis or whatever.
Yeah. Somebody also mentioned maybe having separate like shortcuts, but you have to use the coins that you collect on the races to pay for the shortcuts to go there. I like the idea of going full Diddy Kong racing with it, where you can have the option to be in a car or a hovercraft or a plane, and every track has 3 different courses that you can go through depending on what kind of vehicle you're playing in, or give you the option to like switch on the fly or stuff like that if you wanted to do that. I think it'd be cool. They should also do boss battles, because boss battles in Diddy Kong Racing were so just out there. It was great.
Whatever they do, it has to be good, because this is the Mario Kart that we'll play for the next 15 years. So it needs to be awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Would you guys want them to bring back double dash mechanics? Like it's like 2 people in a
fucking love
car.
Double Dash. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a great idea to do that.
I think as an option.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be like a part of every race.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be like DoorDash. You have to deliver food. That's the new mechanic.
It's like Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh my god. Love it. I actually don't think that it's going to be called Mario Kart 9. I like that it's going to be called Mario Kart X if it is a crossover game. Because, I don't know why. People, love skipping the number 9 for stuff. It's kind of like the 13, but some people are more keen on keeping 13, but it used to be like an unlucky number.
Mighty Number 9?
Yeah. It's an unlucky game. Or there wasn't an iPhone 9. There was a Samsung, but it blew up in people's hands, so maybe it's not a good idea.
Jesus.
So I like them doing Mario Kart. They do like Mario Kart X, and then they it's a crossover, and this, that, and the other. They do whatever they want with it. Someone else brought up that it was like, oh yeah, Mario Kart 8's logo the 8 looks like an infinity sign because it means we're gonna be playing this game for forever. It's like, and they were right. Do you guys think that this new Mario Kart game will come to the Switch, or is it going to be the next Switch or next Nintendo console? Because of how well Mario Kart 8
I don't want to lose money, so it might have improved graphics on the next console, but it'll still come to this one.
Yeah, it'll be like Mario Kart 9 or whatever has sold like 10 million copies on the Switch, and then they'll like, oh yeah, it's coming to the next Switch day 1 launch title, and it'll be like, we'll be hearing about it, like Richard said, for 15 years about how it was the best-selling Switch 2 game of all time, because it's they just released Mario Kart 9 Deluxe, and they don't make another one until like the very end of the Switch's life cycle.
Yep.
Anyway,
We'll all be in the nursing home.
oh man, my back's already hurting thinking about it. So that's going to bring us to our I don't know what to actually call it. I call it odds and ends stuff because it's I have an interesting challenge to talk about or to present to you guys. I didn't want to put it in the thing. We have done this before. It is the hard drive challenge, which is where I present to you 4 news articles. 3 of them are real, and 1 of them is from harddrive.net, which is known for their
set. We're going to measure sizes of our hard drives, and I got like 5 of them.
Oh man, I have about 12 terabytes sitting on me. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. So anyway,
this is bigger than mine. Impressive.
Snazzy. So anyway, yeah, I have 4 articles here, and 1 of them is the fake article, and your job is to figure out which one of these is fake, and also relish in how some of these are real articles, and this is stuff that's actually happening in the world. So the first article: Los Angeles Police Department officers are fired for chasing Snorlax in Pokemon Go instead of catching robbers. Second one, man invents way to use a rotary phone as a controller to play in Doom. Third one, Nintendo sues guy for $25 he made selling his N64 on eBay. And fourth one, farmers are now giving VR headsets to cows to help them produce more milk.
I believe the first article is fake.
What's everyone else thinking?
I'm going with the third article.
Okay.
I'm also going with the third article.
What was that second article?
Man invents way to use rotary phone as a controller to play Doom.
Well, that's real. That's real. Well, let's go with the third one.
Third one? Okay.
What was the third one that I apparently...
Nintendo sues guy for $25 he made selling his N64 on eBay.
See, that seems completely plausible, but like... cops chasing a fucking Snorlax? So, come on. I'm going to be really pissed if I'm wrong.
So the first real article, farmers are now giving VR headsets to cows to help them produce more milk. That is a real article.
Believable.
The picture actually shows them strapping 2 VR headsets, one per eye, on a cow. It's supposed to help them help them feel like they're back in, not, I guess, a farm and being like in a pasture or something. And it's supposed to help them produce
More factory.
Yeah, help them produce more milk. The second real article, man invents way to use rotary phone as a controller to play Doom.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
The third real article, Los Angeles Police Department officers fired for chasing Snorlax in Pokemon Go.
I knew it. Yeah.
Richard's like, I'm turning my shit off. He straight up got... He straight up got...
That just shows the prejudices right there about how much he hates Nintendo, but how much he respects the cops. I mean, that's unbelievable respect for. But I hate cops so much. And even if I hadn't seen the article before, which I totally had, I still would have said the cops are pieces of shit until they chase a Snorlax.
If you ever see me not post harddrive.net articles, you should know where I'm planning one of these. Yeah. 2 Los Angeles...
How does a cop chase a Snorlax?
Who?
2
cops. Heard a call, decided not to follow it, not to respond to the call.
It was a robbery call, yeah.
So the robbery got away. I think it got away. And, like, they look back on cams and footage, and they're like, yeah, let's go chase this Snorlax. Oh, there's something popping up over here. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh, so they were playing Pokemon Go?
Oh.
Yeah, instead of responding to a robbery.
Okay, I completely misunderstood the article. I must have half been listening because I thought they were chasing an actual Snorlax, and like my brain was like, Richard, they don't really exist.
Poor Richard.
It's
not a real game.
in context, that does make sense. Nintendo would still pull some shit like that, though.
They would still pull some shit.
It says 2 Los Angeles police officers were fired if they chose to chase a Snorlax in Pokemon Go instead of helping stop a robbery in progress at a local mall. Former LAPD officers were on foot beat patrol on April 15th when a robbery at the Macy's at Crenshaw Mall was taking place. Calls began going out to police in the vicinity to respond, and some, like a unit that was at a homicide crime scene, rushed over to the mall. The other officers, on the other hand, ignored the call at first and then responded with a simple no. When asked again, as it turns out, they willfully failed to respond to the robbery call and attempted to conceal the fact by saying that they were somewhere other than where they actually were. They also were found out to be playing Pokemon Go, and The recording showed that at approximately 6:09 p.m., Just 5 minutes after Officer Lozano said screw it to checking in with communications about the robbery call, Officer Mitchell alerted Lozano that Snorlax just popped up at 46 in Lemert, the court documents read. After noting that Lemert doesn't go all the way to 46th, Lozano responded, "Oh, you know what I can do? I'll go down 11th and swing up on Crenshaw. I know that way I can get to it." Mitchell suggested a different route than Lozano said, "We got 4 minutes." For approximately the next 20 minutes, they captured petitioners discussing Pokemon as they drove to different locations where the virtual creatures apparently appeared on their mobile phones on the way to the Snorlax location. This, that, and the other. Yeah, they got fired. After going to us. After successfully catching the Togetic after Lozano, quote, buried it and Ultra Balled it, they decided to return to a 7-Eleven to end their watch. Later, they would lie about playing the game and even said they were merely having a conversation about Pokemon Go and that they were captured in image and that they were capturing an image of the Pokemon on the app. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, they got fired. But yeah, thankfully Nintendo has not sued someone for $25 for selling an N64 on eBay yet. But it could happen.
They just have to figure out how.
Yeah. Did everyone do their homework on the sorry I'm late thing, or do we need to pass on that again?
I did not do it.
Also didn't do it.
Steven, do you want to do one? We'll do a quick round, see if anyone can guess it, since no one else pulled up with their homework. I mean, I didn't hear from Richard. Hey, Richard, did you make one?
I have two.
Okay.
So.
We can do a couple, and then we'll do trivia and wrap up real quick. So this is called Sorry I'm Late. It's totally an idea that I stole off of a radio show. The one time I listened to radio in the past 4 years. Pretty much the concept of it is taking a game story or narrative and spinning it into a Sorry I'm Late story. So I actually have one as an example, if I can figure out where the app is on my phone. I put in here, where's it at? Sorry I'm late. I'm late because my sister got kidnapped by this ugly woman and forced me to play a quiz show. Obviously, that is Banjo-Kazooie, one of my favorite games of all time. So, just to keep this going, I'm going to start off with one, and then we will let Steven and Richard do one themselves. But the goal of this is to guess the game that I am talking about. So, sorry I'm late. I died at a rock concert and had to help Lemmy Kilmister and Ozzy Osbourne kill Tim Curry.
I feel like I should know this one.
What is Brutal Legend?
Yes. Good job.
I don't know why I phrase it Jeopardy all the time. I don't know.
It felt appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt good.
Richard, let's have one.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to build a homeless encampment for refugees from a lunar cult.
I think I got it.
Go for it.
What is Fallout Shelter?
That is incorrect.
What is The Outer Worlds?
That is incorrect.
Okay. I love it. We're running with the Jeopardy theme. Can you say it one more time?
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to construct a homeless encampment for refugees fleeing from a lunar cult.
I don't know.
Well, it can't be a Nintendo game.
Cults? No, can't have it.
It is available on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh. I don't know. Lunar cults. Homeless encampment. I don't know. Steven, you got any guesses?
I was gonna go to Dead Space, but there's no building. It seems like there's a space cult there, but there's no refugee camps there, I don't think.
What is Dead Space 2? Is it a Mass Effect game?
No.
Hmm.
I think we're all stumped.
Yeah.
Spill it.
What is Terraria?
Oh.
Literally, the game I spent more hours.
Oh my god! They even mentioned that earlier. Wow.
Damn. Steven?
Which one am I gonna roll with? Okay. Sorry, I'm late. Flight got delayed. Went to go visit a friend in her hometown, ex Ranza. Happens all the time. Space colony came in, kidnapped her. I had to get into a mecha suit and fly around and rescue her.
What is generic Star Wars game? Get in a mech suit.
Not played many Mech Warrior games.
Steven, I have is this a game that you love very much? Very much.
Now, why would I give you that hint?
What is Chrono Trigger?
Oh, incorrect.
I never played Chrono Trigger. Did it have mechs in it?
No,
What is Mobile Suit Gundam?
no.
Okay, I just threw something that had like a mech suit.
I feel like it's a shoot 'em up. Like it doesn't really have any story. That's just the premise for the story.
What is Advance Wars?
No. No.
I don't know. Though Gundam's in there, I'm not sure.
Ranger X.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never even heard of it.
I've talked about this game 3 times on this show.
Damn.
Have you?
Obviously, we don't listen to you.
Wait, what is this again? Ranger X?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look at that. I got Electric Super Joy and Ranger X.
I had streamed it once. You probably didn't see it on Twitch, but I had streamed it. It literally starts out at a city being invaded by some type of space terrorists that kidnap the princess, and you have to jump in this mecha suit and go through different stages to get to the end and kill the alien cult leader to save her.
All right, we'll do one more round. I love this. This is great. Sorry I'm late. I was watching these two robots fight over the right to torture some young lady.
What is Portal 2?
That is the correct answer. Good job.
Nice.
All right, Richard, do you have another one?
This I don't know if this will work. It'll be hard. It'll be really hard. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to roll my balls as hard as I could through the valley and pray I didn't lose one.
What is Katamari Damacy?
That's
No.
what I was about to say.
Good guess. Good
That was my
guess.
guess.
Oh,
It's that VR game.
what is
Started
the name
as an
of that
80s arcade game. I'll give you a hint.
arcade?
Roll the balls. If it's balls, it cannot be Super Monkey Ball. There's only one ball in that game.
Well, yeah, but if you lose one, you get to play with another one, so that would make it plural. That's the incorrect answer, but
I was like, wait, are you saying it's Super Monkey Ball?
I wanted to clarify that, even if you're only rolling one ball at a time, you probably have multiple balls.
Is it that arcade game that's got the golf ball that's always at Buffalo Wild Wings? You gotta spin it really fast to make the ball go.
No.
Okay.
It was an 80s arcade game that was later released for the original Nintendo system.
Oh, so Battletoads.
No.
I'm stumped.
Yeah.
What is Marble Madness? Never
Okay.
played Marble Madness, man. You got to
I don't
roll your
remember
balls
that,
with
yeah.
the little
Never.
lightning thing.
Oh, okay,
Never
okay.
heard of it. Steven, you have another one?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. Long story short, I got stuck in a cauldron and had to drag myself around up a mountain with only a sledgehammer to get to help.
Oh, I know what game
What
it is.
is getting over it?
That
Correct.
okay.
Yeah.
Like damn, I know this one. I just don't know the name of it. I've only ever seen it in Twitch. Chase, Michael, do you have? I know you don't have one prepared, but have you thought of one maybe? Before we
Do one now.
Yeah.
Do it.
explain the game plot badly.
Pencil. Do it. Do one.
Sorry, I'm late. I started having synesthesia to music and had to save my girlfriend.
Synesthesia to music.
Oh, Beat Saber? I don't know. I've never played Beat Saber.
There's no story in Beat Saber.
Oh.
It's like Guitar Hero, but with no even back plot. Synesthesia. What is Hotline Miami?
No.
No. Oh, now I want to play Hotline Miami.
Very good one to come up with on the fly.
Yeah.
Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good game. Chase, do you have one? Would you like to share?
Not really. The
Okay.
only one I was thinking of is like, sorry, I'm late. My princess is in another castle, but then you guys
It could
know
be-
what that was.
That could be any Mario
of
game.
them.
All right, I'll close on this one. I saw this. I got inspiration from this one, so it's not an original one that I came up with. Sorry, I'm late. I had to deal with this guy that was kicking so much ass due to a bubblegum shortage.
Duke
Duke
Nukem.
What is
Nukem.
Duke Nukem?
That's
My
good.
fucking bubblegum.
All right, and then real quick, let's do trivia. Where's my trivia thing? This should be kind of an easy one, I think. Like a gaggle of geese or a business of badgers, there is a special name for a group of Endermen in Minecraft. What is a group of Endermen called? A spook, a haunting, a torment, or a plague?
I'm going to go with haunting.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Haunting.
What was the third option?
A torment.
I'm gonna go with Torment.
Yeah, Torment.
The correct answer is a haunting of Endermen.
Yay!
I had no idea. I was just that sounded the best to me.
All right. And that'll do it for trivia.
That'll do.
All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and start plugging some social medias and projects, anything you got going on, and we will get everything wrapped up. Steven, would you like to start us off?
Still working on my final so-and-sos with the YouTube channel. And I've got to get an update on the PC first, so I'm going to put all that on the side. But I have been working on a few songs. Mitch, you heard one before the show.
Mm-hmm. It's sick.
And I'm trying to go for a video game-esque type deal, or something that someone can use in their stream, because believe it or not, I've actually got a few people that I've made some beats for, and they use it in their streams, and it just feels so good to
Nice.
to hear my music and someone else hear my music, and people comment saying that the music is dope and everything.
Yeah.
I'm planning on, and as weird as this sounds, it exists. I'm planning on making an EP for my music. It'd probably be 8 or 9 tracks. And probably it'll go on Spotify. If I'm not mistaken. I think I'm gonna go with Spotify with it, because I hear Spotify more than anything else. So be looking out for that. Probably won't be for another couple of months. Still got to mix and master, rename, get a cover art. So I'll be working on that, but I'll still be putting clippets out on SoundCloud, and Instagram if you're on my Instagram, and maybe even my Twitter. So you can follow me on Twitter, Breaker Beats, SoundCloud, Breaker Beats 2020, and Instagram is The Breaks, I believe.
Nice.
All right.
Michael?
Keep a listen out. Still going strong on my socials. Think I might do some videos on the computer builds and upgrades I'm about to be doing in the near future. And kind of going over details on how to do a cheap gamer build, different from the last video that I never actually got to publish because I lost the hard drive.
Oh, man. All right. Jace, anything?
Nothing really going on with me other than just trying to get through this backlog as much as I can.
Yeah. And Richard, anything to plug?
No Many Left Behind. My Facebook issues will be resolved in 2 days.
Can't wait.
I will be back in action. So yeah, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. No Many Left Behind. Just painted gaming miniatures, some custom stuff, and I'm also doing some stuff from some Patreons to kind of advertise for them. So there's a lot of stuff on the way. I was hornswoggled for a little while, but 2 days.
Hornswoggled.
2 days, and we'll be back in action.
You gotta make a
Can't
separate Facebook account for that, so if anything happens to your main one, you don't lose your business one.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is what happened to my main one, but being the incredibly intelligent and overreaching company they are, they shut down all of them.
Oh.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that doesn't matter.
That's interesting.
Know what you.
That's interesting and rude at the same time. If you want to find me anywhere, my handle is Meechflow. I'm on all of the things, especially TikTok lately, because apparently I'm blow up because I do AI art for people. They're just like, hey, here's your... People give me money.
He does it with his brain.
Yeah. I was like, and then this making art. Like, it's great. Yesterday I decided to start live streaming Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on TikTok because I have a base there that actually is interested in watching it. But I think today I'm going to live stream on Twitch and at TikTok at the same time, which is going to be very interesting to see how that goes. And just go with the next part of the playthrough. So we'll see how that goes. But it'd be twitch.tv/Meechflow or tiktok.com/@Meechflow. So @, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for episode 77 of Next Gen Newsweek. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Stay tuned for updates about when we're going to be recording again because school starts back next week. It's so exciting. And we'll have to figure out when we're going to be recording again because that's always fun.
Mitch is choosing academia over unbridled success.
I know. Look. If I can get 10,000 followers on TikTok, I can monetize my channel, and then I won't ever have to work. Probably, I'm kidding. I probably still will, but they won't have to worry about it as much. So, but every time I post something about, hey, let's get 10,000 followers, I lose 40 followers. So I'm just gonna not bring it up anymore, and to see
We'll
if
show you.
Yeah, like the hell you mean? Anyway. We'll see you hopefully next week. If not, we'll keep you posted. Follow us on Twitter. Make sure that you stay up to date with when we are going to be uploading videos. And until then, have a good week.
Meow meow. This week's podcast is brought to you by Mediocrity. Always research your projects because someone did it before you and they probably did it better. Y'all have a good night.
If you can think of it, it's already been done. Fun fact.
Yep.